Happy holidays, Boca Raton. This is City Councilman Scott Singer with another edition of the Boca Beat. It's a great time in Boca Raton, as it is all of the time, but especially this December as we have more holiday fun for us all. This Wednesday night, I'm very excited for the annual street parade. At 7:30, we'll kick off the festivities with a parade up from the south end of Federal past Meisner Park. We're going to have thousands of people enjoying the floats, the bands, the showmanship. It's a great thing to see. Get there early. Make sure you know that Federal Highway is closed, so plan accordingly. But enjoy the whole family fun. It's a great unifying event for our community, and we have so many of these events, including on Saturday, December 16th, our annual boat parade. We'll have a viewing stand live from the wildflower site as we did last year, something I'm very proud that the city staff was able to get open in time in response to our requests. We're going to have that open for the public, so there'll be plenty of viewing sites to see the pageantry on the water. And there's more fun stuff in our downtown. This Friday and next Friday will be the next two editions of Lunch on the Lawn. We kicked off this series again last Friday with 500 people enjoying some fun, food trucks, and other amenities at the amphitheater. It's a great way to use this important public space for a bonus activity, which we haven't been. And great credit to city staff for finding new ways to engage our community. I want you to come on down Friday the 8th and Friday the 15th from 11 to 2. While you're there, you can do your holiday shopping and other planning at the wonderful retailers at Meisner Park. Speaking of getting around downtown, there's a new way for residents to move about the town without using their car. Last year, we were pleased to have free transportation services. Well, we now have some more in town. One's called Round the Town. It's an on-demand electric vehicle that you can text or call, and they'll pick you up right away. You can use that this week, next week, and beyond. We're looking at having more operators coming in. We already have pedicabs and more ways to move people about. And that ties in perfectly with what we discussed last week at our City Council about improving parking. For those of you who know my talking points the last few years, improving downtown parking has been one of the key issues for me. We had consultants come in and they're working on an ongoing study to identify exactly how many spaces were short, ways to partner with the private sector, and ways to move people about as we prepare to build our own garage in the near future. We also looked at some mechanical parking options, which would add more spaces in less physical space. Important for us all as we continue to find a best way to move people around town. And looking ahead to an event the city partners in is the annual Boca Raton Bowl. The teams were just announced yesterday. We'll have the Florida Atlantic University Owls, our hometown team, facing the Akron Zips in a prime-time televised spectacle that you'll want to see in person. Come out there, support the bowl, and support our local team. It'll be December 19th with a pep rally the night before at Meisner Amphitheater. Now, speaking of football, here's the trivia that I always like to throw in. In the 1960s, an NFL team actually trained here in Boca Raton. That's right, the Detroit Lions used St. Andrew's School, which was then and only a few years old, as a training camp before they entered into their NFL preseason. And you can see this in the 1968 classic film Paper Lion, featuring Alan Alda as sports writer George Plimpton. You'll see many scenes of old Boca and old St. Andrews in that film. So you might want to check that out as it approaches its 50th anniversary. But meantime, stay in touch. Boca Parade, Street Parade, Boat Parade, Boca Bowl, and so much more happening in our city. Find out more at the Boca Voice or at Scott Singer USA or myboca.us. See you around town.